welcome Bryan Cranston. Such an enormous fan of yours. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Des.
Yes, and I'm not the only one, obviously.
That's fine. They're just reacting to the applause sign. That's all. They're very obedient.
We are very controlling when it comes to audience noise. This is true. You are in so many incredible projects right now. I actually had to write them all down just to keep track of them.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on, just forgive me.
The scroll.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, everything's going to be great. The Phoenician Scheme, The Studio, All My Sons, Malcolm in the Middle reboot. Breaking Bad, The College Years. Bryan Cranston searching for Stanley Tucci as he searches for Italy.
He went missing.
He went missing, and you had to go find him. Breaking Bread, the Walter White baking show.
It's a bake-off with a secret ingredient. We won't say what it's a blue ingredient, but I'm not saying what it is.
I think we have an idea. It goes totally off the rails. Trumbo 2, Electric Trumbaloo.
I'm on roller skates this time.
I'm very excited for that one. You have so many. Okay, we're done with that prop now.
It was good, though. It was good. I like the scroll.
So when you play such an iconic character like Walter White, so many actors have a really hard time doing something other than that because audiences have to get used to them seeing them playing different roles, but not for you. It feels like every role that you play it like it is tailor-made for you. No one else can do it. So how do you even go about like transitioning from role to role?
Well, I have a scroll that helps me describe.
Oh, good. Perfect.
No, what was hard was going from Malcolm in the Middle for 7 years playing this silly, goofy dad in underwear like kids would wear, and then trying to get the job on Breaking Bad. It's a little different character. And this is true. The people at AMC and Sony were saying, whoa, 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 whoa. You want the guy from Malcolm in the Middle to be Walter White? No. You know, and so we had to convince them that that's what actors do.
Yes. I love this story that you tell about getting that job. How one job on, is it the X-Files that Vince wrote on?
Yes.
And you had no idea would ever lead to that opportunity.
You never do. As an actor, you're just looking for work. You're anywhere you can because you have bills to pay. I had a young family and acting and pictures and resumes and all that stuff. And the offer came in to audition for the X-Files, and I happened to get it. Okay, great. I worked on the X-Files, and then 10 years later, after Malcolm in the Middle, I get this call that Vince Gilligan he's doing this new show called Breaking Bad. Do you remember him? I said, no. Do you know? He said, he wrote X-Files. Right? Do you remember him now? No, I don't. So I had to go in and really sell myself that I was the guy, to do this job. And he was my champion to get it. And that's what you need. You need someone who believes in your talent and believes in you and can support you on your way through.
That's right.
You need those breaks.
He remembered you because you left an impression.
I peed on his rug, and that's how.
As you do.
So, as you do, I left my scent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
You talk about doing a lot of extra work as you were coming up. I also did a lot of extra work. It's how I got my SAG card.
Yeah, me too.
What was the first role that you had that actually had a name?
Well, if you don't call Drunken Frat Boy a name,
that
is that
counts.
not a name, or
that
is that
counts.
Okay? I was Drunken Frat Boy. I did Baywatch. I did anything, I mean, yeah.
My first role with a name was Cutie Number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, and I threw my bra at Chris Evans.
You know
in a
what?
very silly movie. Yeah. I don't know know what they're clapping for.
It's classy.
Yeah, it's real classy. If you see him, could you ask if he still has it?
Yeah, I'll get it back.
I could use it. The Phoenician Scheme. This is your third Wes Anderson movie?
It is, yeah.
I feel like with Wes Anderson movies, you see one frame and you know it's a Wes Anderson film.
That's right.
So hyper-specific about the visuals and aesthetic. What is it like to be directed by him?
He is a sweetheart of a man. He really is. And that's why everybody wants to work with him, because he has such a clear vision. He's a true auteur. And like the trust exercise that we all took in Acting 101, where you fall back into your partner's arms and you realize, I need to trust the people I work with, we all trust him. When we read his script, it is very dense and sometimes confusing because it's so involved. So he makes a cartoon, what he calls a cartoon. It's an animatic. He does the animation for it in the full hour and a half long of the entire movie, and he voices all the characters, and then he voices every single character, and then he says, here, this might make more sense to you. And so you're watching the whole movie play out, and you hear his voice do your character, and you realize, oh, that's what he wants me to do. Somewhere out there. And so you go searching out there to see if you can capture, you know, like a firefly. That's how it feels. Like you're trying to hunt down something that makes it familiar to you.
That sounds so time-consuming and very expensive.
Actually, he doesn't pay his actors very much, so it's actually cheap. Yeah.
You heard that here first. The Studio is my favorite show this year. It is so funny. Yeah. And watching those, especially those final 2 episodes with you in it, has me thinking you have the most range of any actor known to man.
That applause sign is amazing.
It's so good. It's so good.
I've got to get that for home. Yeah.
Just like that. You play this insane movie mogul, this CEO of a studio. And there are I don't want to give anything away, but there are all of these oneers, these giant, epically long takes, and you're doing all this crazy physical comedy. How do you rehearse for something like that?
Rehearse well. We do it. We do about 15, 16, 18 times. Oh my God. And we get it fluid and really well done. And then once you get your lines out, then Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, they said, you know, say whatever you want. So you're thinking of lines that you can throw out there and pitching ideas. And I know I was in the 10th episode, I'm hugging a statue out in Las Vegas on the Strip, and I'm orally copulating this statue, which was a choice I made that I now regret.
No. Sometimes I think sometimes you got to blow someone to get that Emmy.
That's true. That's a good point.
I think it's bound to happen.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point. And it reminds me of my youth.
Everything's Going to Be Great is a beautiful...
Is it?
Well,
Desi,
I
please.
was hoping...
Please.
If there's one movie we need right now, it's that.
Say it is.
I sure should hope so. I don't know if I can confidently say it, but I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's beautiful and it's so funny. And I'm curious, this is about, you play Buddy Smart, a struggling regional theater producer.
Yeah.
With your wife, Allison Janney, you're raising these 2 teenage boys. I'm curious, I learned in your book that you come from an entertainment family. Your parents were actors, your dad was someone who hung on to his dream and never wanted to let go.
Right.
Were you inspired by your family dynamic or your father at all for this role?
Yes, and we're always learning from our parents. And I think my dad made some mistakes, and he always wanted to be a star. That was so important to him. And it didn't happen, and it hurt him really bad. And consequently then, hurt the family a lot and broke up the family. And it was ugly in many cases. And I learned from that thinking, why not be a star? No, I just want to be able to make a living. If I can make a living as an actor, that is my success story, and that's what I want. And so I was the 3rd generation actor. My daughter is the 4th generation actor.
Yes.
I'm so proud of her. She's playing it's like...
She's on The Pit, right?
Yeah, she plays Dr. Mel King on The Pit. And she's such a beautiful actor, and she's in it for all the right reasons. And it's like I can't be more proud.
Oh.
Yeah.
She learned from the best. You're about to head to the West End to London to do All My Sons.
I am.
Yeah. Are you inspired by wanting to do that play, or do you just feel like now might be a great time to cool your heels in Europe for a bit?
Everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great.
Everything's gonna be great.
As a theater rat, I can't stay away from the theater long. It's exhausting because I tend to choose damaged characters that I'm most attracted to, and every time you go to the theater and perform, it's like a gut punch, and you like, oh my God, why am I doing this? And you're so exhausted and yet so exhilarated. And there's a relationship. What you have with this great audience, you have a relationship with them. You say something, they react. And that's like doing live theater. I feel you when you're in my theater and we're performing. The difference is you have to come up with new material, right? Every day to the same audience. I have to do the same material to a new audience. So it's the same responsibility, just in reverse.
Yeah.
And we're here to entertain.
That's right.
And so when you do a show 175 times, the same material every single night, but to a new audience, the motivation for you is to say, they paid good money, they deserve to hear a story. That's my responsibility. I'm going to give you the best damn story I can give you. And then you have,
That's right. Well, I think the important takeaway from this interview is that Bryan Cranston and I are exactly the same.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
We are the same.
Exactly.
Same level. Same.
Yes.
No, you are an absolute delight. Thank you for being here.
Everything's going to be great.
Everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be great.